Hey kids, I went to see the first theatrical horror film of 2025. Technically, this movie, The Damned, small Irish movie, apparently internationally produced, uh, is a 2024 movie. Uh, it is directed by relative newcomer Thorin Paulson. Okay, it stars Odessa Young, Roy McCann, who's not in it for the whole film. We all recognize him as the Hound from Game of Thrones. There's an old lady, Sub. I'm never sure how I pronounce this name. Siobhan Finneran. Uh, she's actually a year younger than me. So, yeah, the old lady is younger than me. But yeah, this is it's about this uh, company of fishermen. Uh, let's see. Odessa, who plays Eva, is a widow. Her husband apparently was the boss. He's the one that owns the fishing area and the boat, which is really nothing more than a very oversized rowboat. They don't have anything even as fancy as the orca from Jaws. What ends up happening is, and she ends up being the boss. So her decisions kick off what happens in the film. Uh, there's a ship, a bigger ship, sailboat, uh, big crew and all that, goes way too close to these rocks off the shore this one morning that they're about to go out. And Eva makes the decision that it's too much of a risk to go out and see if they can save anybody. Her husband, Magnus, died going too close to those rocks. So she decides, even though she hates doing it, that it's better to protect her crew than actually, risk their lives to save lives. Uh, well, they end up doing that as a kind of an honor, I guess. They don't go out fishing that day. Later on, they end up finding a barrel which has a bunch of real tasty meat, which they will enjoy. uh, they end up coming up with the idea, and it's late at night, that they have to go out there before it's too late to see if they can find any else. They don't find too much else other than there's a bunch of men up on the rocks who want saving. The entire crew, fishing crew, including Ava, is in the boat, and they don't have room for anybody, so they have to fight the people to keep them off. And one guy grabs Ava, and Daniel, played by Joe Cole, kills him to get him off her. course, more guilt happens. And going back to the old lady, uh, she is very superstitious. She has loads of superstitions. And I forgot the name of the thing, but she was talked about this kind of rage monster that comes from the sea, that, the dead will take vengeance through this creature. And things start happening, obviously. At first, it's just this monster, which is really, eventually they find one of the coffins. Uh, there was people, dead people washing up on shore, so they end up putting them in coffins. One of the coffins ends up being empty. So she starts believing in this creature. And that's how this creature ends up showing itself to him, that or her. And eventually we find out, more people are seeing this person. And but we don't see the person's face. Uh, People end up dying and such. And uh, the ending is kind of interesting. I think it's going to be open for interpretations. I think I have my own interpretation of it, but it's interesting that they came up with an ending like this. Uh, Overall, this is not going to be like one of my favorite horror films of the year. Uh, it'll probably be an honorable mention. It's slow burn, but it has a momentum in the beginning that I think it sort of loses as the film, like the halfway mark. It starts losing that momentum a bit. It's a short movie at hour and 29 minutes. Good performances. Odessa Young is very good, and everybody else is. uh, some of these names I'm unsure of pronunciation, but and that's the main reason why I'm not going to read them off. But yeah, it's kind of worth seeing, but I wouldn't necessarily run to the movie theater, even though I love promoting that. Uh, well, until next time, stay safe and always have a good time. Bye now.